It was brutal. It was not sugar-coated. It was delivered as Mr. Comey was on his feet, addressing an audience. I just put this in context. Give me a sense of the magnitude of what we have witnessed.
I think this is huge, and as we've seen from the reaction on the Hill, you have Republicans and Democrats criticizing the decision, saying it compromises the Russia investigation, and has increased calls for the appointment of a special prosecutor to take over that Russia investigation. Now, the manner in which he did it is also very strange, because the ostensible reason for his firing was his handling of Clinton's emails, a case that he had praised Comey for, and Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, had also praised Comey's handling of Clinton's email investigation. And then we have the letter to Comey where he says he thanks him for having said to him 3 times that he was not Trump specifically was not under investigation. So there are a lot of questions that this raises. Some people are saying it's so huge, are comparing it to Nixon's firing of the Watergate special prosecutor Archibald Cox, which has led to all these comparisons with Nixon. So it's a huge, huge move.
Stephanie, I've been up all night on this as our New York team and our Washington team has been sleepless tonight. I think the best service we can do now is to link together the events from 5:40 yesterday afternoon. Do I understand correctly that we saw the firing of Mr. Comey, and then just a bit later, CNN reported that Mr. Bente of the Eastern Virginia Court in Alexandria is going to move forward with some form of formal grand jury investigations off of Russia and Mr. Flynn? Can you link those 2 events together?
Well, it's not only that, but there's a whole series of events where you see Trump intervening to try to put an end to this Russia investigation and quiet it. We had the involvement of Nunes, the House Intelligence Committee chair, coming to the White House, getting a special briefing, not informing the rest of the committee. There are various points along this that make it look like there has been some kind of cover-up or an attempt to cover up.
Rod Rosenstein seems to be the front of this. He is the Deputy Attorney General, as you allude back to 1973, not to make this a history lesson, but the Attorney General said, Mr. President, I won't do that. The Deputy Attorney General said, Mr. President, I won't do that. And then Robert Bork came in as Solicitor General and said, I will do that. Were you surprised that we did not see resignations last night by senior legal officials of the administration?
Well, I was surprised that Jeff Sessions involved himself in the firing of Comey because he had recused himself from the Russia investigation, while he did not just park this decision with the Deputy Attorney General.
With Rod Rosenstein.
With Rod Rosenstein.
Right.
Now, as you know, he is a key figure, Rosenstein, because if there is going to be an appointment of a special prosecutor, it's up to him to do it. So does he have the guts and the political independence to proceed with that? And I think many people feel that this is the only way you're going to restore confidence in the investigation.
And Guy, a critical distinction here is Mr. Rosenstein needs the Senate Republicans to cover his back. That's just understood, and we're beginning to see that overnight.
And the relationship between the party and the president is going to become...
It's a little confused. There's a lot of moving parts going on. I can get... people's heads are spinning.
Stephanie, I'm still confused about the timing of why now, and
it's a good question.
Thinking about where we are right now. I'm also curious about the optics. Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, is going to be in the Oval Office this afternoon, 3:30 p.m. London time. How's that going to play?
Yeah, it seems like an odd time to fire your FBI director right ahead of a meeting with the Russian foreign minister, and not call Comey in. Make it a public humiliation. Not inform him personally. Allow him to find out from the news when he's not in Washington. He's giving a briefing to FBI agents in L.A. and that he would not have, made this a quieter affair. So there are a lot of questions about the timing, the motivation. We know that Trump had been considering doing it for at least a week, if not longer. So why he decided to act now, those are many questions remain to be answered.
There seemed to be a haphazard way. We're going to have a great John Dean quote quoted overnight on all of this. But it just seemed to be, Stephanie, all of a moment, almost elements of the Rosenstein letter seemed almost dictated by other people. I'm not going to say the president.
Well, as you know, if you read the Rosenstein letter, it's a lot of it Democrats
long
would
to
agree.
begin with.
It's very, very long, but a lot of it Democrats would agree with because they had been very critical of his handling of the Clinton email investigation and his comments in July, as well as right before the presidential election. So I think the White House thought that the Democrats would support him in this decision and are somewhat shocked that they're not.